Hello YouTube, D-Decken here, and if I had to choose between love or hate to describe my feelings towards the Casey Cup, I can definitely say that there are things I like about the Casey Cup. However, if I actually had to choose, I would say that I absolutely hate the Casey Cup. So, what you're seeing on screen right now is not an image whatsoever. I just got dual level max in this event, and that's the part I hate. Because even though I just got dual level max, this was not the first time I got to dual level 19. No. This was the fourth time I had to push my way all the way to dual level 19. And the first time I got to dual level 19, cool. I got a bad matchup, fine. Bad hand, fine. Bad matchup, cool. I got kicked down to dual level 18, great. I immediately proceeded to win my next 3 duels, and then got back up to 19, cool. I then proceeded to get 2 bad hands, a bad matchup, and got kicked back down again. I immediately won my next 3 duels, got back up to 19. I proceeded to get 2 bad matchups, and then just a bad hand, and a bad matchup, and a bad hand. Got kicked back down again, proceeded to win 2 duels, lost 1, proceeded to win the next 2, and got back up to 19. There we go. So, and then, after all that, I just wanted to throw my phone across the room, have it shatter against the wall, and just not play this anymore. Because the thing I hate, I absolutely loathe about the Casey Cup is dual level 19. Why is dual level 19 such a ceiling? Like if this was round 2, because round 2 is where you decide, rank duel where you decide, who goes to Worlds or who places in, the super special events, right? That's round 2, right? I don't care about round 2. I play casually. That's all I care about. All I care about is round 1. All I want to do is just complete round 1. But round 1 wants me to, first off, not lose 3 duels in a row. No, round 1 wants me to win 5 duels in a row. Why? Why is duel level 19 have such a ceiling on it? That makes no that makes no sense. This isn't ranked duels. You're dueling against other players, yes, but this is not ranked duels. This is an event. Let people be able to actually finish the event. And if there was an option to where I can take some sort of round 2 penalty for just completing round 1 early, I would take it in a heartbeat. I don't care. Again, because I don't care about round 2. At most, I want to win 1 duel in round 2 just to have positive points. But after that, I straight up just do not care about round 2. And I know there are people who do, and that's fine. But again, I play casual. That's all I want to do. And honestly, I want to be here. I want to sit here and I want to say the last 5 duels were awesome. It was a struggle. I overcome the odds. No, I can't even say that. Because again, I just mentioned that this is the 4th time I got to level 19. And I lost all those duels because of, either bad matchups, bad hand. There was, I think 1 legitimate good duel in all those. But bad matchup, bad hand. And I proceeded. And going into, just an hour or 2 ago, when I started playing, I kid you not, this was my matchup. The first match I played was a Blue Eyes player. Which, okay, fine. I was able to Fiendish Chain his Blue Eyes fusion. Cool. I'm running Bujin, so I proceeded to go Susanoo, and the guy just rage quit on me. What? He had a spirit that had lost 200 attack, and I wasn't able to OTK him. He had Ancients in his graveyard. He could top deck his alternative white. He had ways to win that game. I had nothing. He just rage quit. Okay, fine. Next duel. This was hilarious, and the guy misplayed hard, but I actually faced, for the first time, a legitimate Duke Devlin Mobius, Mobius ship deck, which was crazy, by the way. The guy summoned, he unexpected die a Mobius, he activated, Duke's unique skill to turn it into, the ship that gives other light monsters 1200 attack, and then he summoned a monster, and he activated a Optimal Flare to make a token of the same, that also had 24 attack, and then after doing all that, then he activated Hatronade, which I proceeded to use Karma Cut, and then the guy rage quit. It's okay, fine. Then there was the 3rd duel, and, I don't blame the guy, but it's so the 3rd duel was Lunalite, and in that matchup, the guy, he had Karibos in his hand, he had Temperance in his hand, he didn't care. He was just waiting for me to deal him 2,000 damage. So I summoned Yamato, poked, cool. Summoned Mizuzuki, or summoned I think something else, overlaid into Susanoo. Poke, he Karibo'd, fine. He started doing some Lunalite shenanigans, and he activated Lunalite Fusion. Well, I World Legacy clashed my monster away, so I no longer controlled a monster from the extra deck, and he used resources in his hand to make a big monster. I had Fox at the ready, so I didn't have to care. But I then proceeded to kill his monster, and then right as I went to attack, he activated a Temperance in his hand, so it's like, okay, fine, he's going to live another turn, and because he's using a Yamayuki, he's obviously going to do Destiny Draw. He's going to get another Luminite Fusion. He's going to be able to fuse more things, because believe it or not, when you tag out a monster with World Legacy Clash, if it's from the extra deck, it still technically counts as being summoned from the extra deck, because I don't know why. But no, he didn't even pop a skill. He gave up as well. I'm like, okay, fine. The fourth duel here was Super Heavy Samurai, and like Bujin versus Super Heavy Samurai basically translates to if you're doing like a glove, like if you're doing like glove scumming, that doesn't work. That doesn't work against Bujin, because Bujin Crane just resets the attack power anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I just kept crashing my monsters, and then I used a new monster I put in my extra deck, number 70, Malevolent Sin. He set a new monster, which was probably the Piercer that he top decked off of Gloves. I banished it, summoned another Mizuki, just poked for game. Like, okay, fine. And the last duel just straight irritates me, because what I normally like to do is I normally like to like even if it's like, the audio quality isn't the best, I usually like to post the last duel of what I played, and I can't do that here because so the last duel was legitimately, it was Machina Desperado, which, cool. That's, again, I faced 5 different decks. That's crazy. But it was Machina Desperado, and like the guy had he had a Machina Fortress in hand, he had a Temperance in hand, I don't know how he did it, but he rolled triple heads on his coin flip for Desperado. I had World Legacy Clash, so I didn't care. And for whatever reason, he popped his own monster, because I guess I weakened it. And he proceeded to try, he had a really good setup. I could have made Susanoo next turn, but that might have been cost me a Crane in my hand to do so. So at most, I would have stopped one, Machina Fortress, but I wasn't going to be able to OTK him, because the minute I tried, he would just Temperance it. He would have Temperance it, and that wouldn't have worked. But he could then follow up into another Machina Fortress. He could do a whole bunch of things. He was set up and he was ready. And just because I used Bujiniki Fox to take no damage, I guess he thought I was cheating or something, so he just rage quit. What the heck? Again, 4 times I got bad matchup, bad hands, and then 5 times I just got good. I just randomly RNG just had good matchups, and or people just didn't want to play. What happened? Where was that before? And again, why is there such a ceiling for this? Just either make a stopper at duel level 19 and then do the 5 wins. Either make this 3 wins and you get a win, or just don't put such a ceiling here, or just don't make it a cumulative. You don't need 3 wins in a row, just get 3 wins. Why? Just let people finish the round 1. I don't understand this. Again, because the duels where I just straight lost, where, I got bad matchups and I lost, they were against the big 3. They were against Stick and Chair, they were against Blue Eyes, and they were against Thunder Dragon. And in one Blue Eyes deck that I faced, they were running the new Formula Athlete, Whip Cross, I think it is, where if it's level 7 or higher, your opponent can't discard cards, which I'm Bujin. That actually turned my deck off, so it's I couldn't play. And it's and then Thunder Dragon being Thunder Dragon with their triple Chaos Levineer, and then Stick and Chair being Stick and Chair, it's yeah, I lost against decks that obviously I just normally lose against, and that was all the decks I faced against. And then there was even one instance where it's the second time I leveled up. Twice in a row, I was put up against the guy who was going into dual level max. So it's what is it with the... no. I absolutely hate dual level 19 for the Casey Cup. Primarily because it punishes people for getting bad RNG. For getting bad RNG, or just getting bad matchups. That makes no sense. I understand the idea of, hey, maybe you should reformat your deck to, play against the meta or whatever, but not everyone is playing against the meta. Not everyone is playing meta. It's so, and even if you are, again, the one reason I won against this Blue Eyes player was because I top decked the one copy of Cosmic Cycle in my deck, and all he had was a Sage and Karma Cut set on his field. So it's like I was able to out him. Like just it happens. Like RNG is annoying, but it happens, and it's like the thing I hate about Casey Cup is it punishes people. It punishes you for you not being able to get your cards get your abilities going because your opponent's gonna have it out to you. It's like I don't know. I think round 1 should not have a ceiling. Round 2, yes. Round 2 again. That's where, you get invited to the big event if you're high ranking. Like there's a ranking system in round 2 for a reason. Like don't make round 1 just so I'm rambling. What do you think of the Casey Cup? How well are you doing? Let me know in the comments, because honestly, I really do actually want to read comments. But, in any case, let me know, and honestly, have a good night.